What's up, guys? Season 10, Week 2 of Contender series. We're going to break down all 5 fights in this video, starting with the first one, Tanner Tremblay versus Roman Puga. Tremblay uses a good mix of kicks, good knees in the clinch, teeps, a lot of calf kicks. He's slow on the feet, but he has good fundamentals in the striking. He's undefeated at 7-0. He's got good ground game as most of his wins come from submission. He's tough and he has good cardio. Tremblay's going to be on the back foot the entire fight, I'd say. Puga presses forward and is going to have the speed advantage. He's got clean boxing and stalks his opponents with jabs and pressure. He's got good power, 4 of his 5 wins coming from knockout. Decent takedown defense too. He's got a fast sprawl and a good ghillie. He'll be the more explosive fighter in there, faster, cleaner striking, better footwork. Tremblay is going to get overwhelmed by the speed and combos, I'd say. Tremblay likes to use his kicks like teep, calf kick, and he waits for the perfect moment and he just comes crashing in. A bit wild, and I'm a bit worried for him in those exchanges because Puga is definitely the sharper striker. So give me Roman Puga in the distance. Tremblay is going to get overwhelmed by the speed and combos. Next fight, Muhammad Ali versus Alec Lorenz. No, not that Muhammad Ali, but the Muhammad Ali that was knocked out last year on Contender Series by Ivo Barneski in like the first 20 seconds, I want to say. Very, very early was pretty much the first exchange in that fight. Muhammad Ali is a world-class jiu-jitsu practitioner. After that bad KO loss last year, he went off and got a knockout of his own. He's very calm in the cage. He's used to competing at a world-class level. He's going to be the more composed fighter here. As I said, he's a BJJ guy, so the striking isn't going to 100% be there. That being said, he's got some powerful kicks. He likes to go to the body and switch to the head when the guard eventually drops. Alec Lorenz is more of a frantic fighter. He looks a bit uncomfortable in the cage and it takes him a minute to figure out his opponent. He's been finished by knockout twice in his career, and it's when he went up against more physical fighters and got walked down. He's not that tough. He's going to be the better striker technically, but I think Muhammad Ali just walks through him. I see Ali landing a body kick and it ending not even 10-20 seconds later really. Lorenz won't be able to handle the power, and if he shoots, he's getting subbed. So yeah, give me Muhammad Ali in the distance. Third fight, Logan Paxton versus Christian Perez. Logan Paxton is 10-1 in the regional scene, stocky, powerful striker, loves to throw his lead left head kick and it's fast. Good range management, he's explosive and great wrestling too. His opponent Perez is an unbelievable grappler but a bit of a novice on the feet. He kind of just hesitates and stands in front of you with a high tucked guard just waiting to get hit. That's going to be dangerous, especially with Paxton loving to throw that head kick. Perez was on Contender Series last year and got KO'd in the 3rd round by Manuel Souza. Souza's kind of the same build as Paxton, although Manuel Souza is a beast now. I'm not comparing him to Logan Paxton. They are worlds apart. But Perez was controlling Manuel Souza on the mat for the first 2 rounds. And quite easily at that. But he gassed out, ended the 2nd round, and he got finished in the 3rd. As I said, his grappling is high level and his entries are sharp. He even has that Ryan Hall move where he just dives for the leg lock. But his cardio isn't that great, and in terms of style matchups, I think this is bad for Perez because as we saw in that Souza fight, if he's dragged into a brawl, he doesn't really, he wilts, he gasses, he doesn't come out the other side. Paxton is the type of fighter to make things dirty and really drag it into a fight. This is a tough one. Perez could get the sub early, but if Paxton can survive and put it on him, we've seen Perez wilt before. Give me Paxton by KO. I think his wrestling's good enough to make Perez carry his weight and maybe tire him out, land some damage on the feet and finish him off. Or drop him and end him with some good ground and pound. Yeah, give me the underdog. First underdog of the night, let's go. 2 fights left. Douglas Rodriguez versus Trent Miller. Rodriguez is fast and he just spams leg kicks. I've never seen someone throw so many leg kicks in a fight. All his fights just bing, 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 calf kick, calf kick, calf kick, calf kick, calf kick. Jesus. He doesn't look too confident in his striking and he holds his head very high when he's swinging. Very hesitant, mostly kicking at range. Not gonna lie, it looks like he's a bit scared in there or something. Like he just leans back. He's always out of range, just throwing leg kicks, body kicks, the odd head kick. But he never comes into the pocket and he's never kind of like, you know, he's not a dog. He's definitely not a dog. But his opponent is Trent Miller is a brawler. blocky, top-heavy guy who presses with overhands and wrestling. He was on Contenders last year and got knocked out in round 1 by Ryan Gandra. He's fought once since and looked awful. Got dropped 2 or 3 times because he couldn't deal with his opponent's calf kicks. Only took like 2 for him to be hopping around. He got a few takedowns off, luckily, got full mount and then the TKO. But his opponent was 3-3. Not great. Douglas has 0 ground game and Miller will be the bigger guy here, but Trent's cardio isn't that great coming out of the first, and he's definitely getting his legs chewed up in this fight. Rodriguez has some takedown defense against the cage, but he can look a little lost at sometimes. But I see Miller finding trouble with the leg kicks early and rushing Rodriguez looking for a takedown. If Douglas can stuff it, it'll be a wild exchange in the pocket where both of them do not have the sharpest defense and anyone could get knocked out. So it's going to be a wild first round and anyone's game, but if Rodriguez weathers the storm, he's going to finish Miller. If he doesn't clip him early in those wild exchanges, he's going to do more damage as the fight goes on and Miller gasses. I mean, it's only going to take Rodriguez to land maybe 3, 4, 5 leg kicks. Any more than that and we might get a TKO stoppage by leg kicks. I wouldn't be surprised. So give me Rodriguez by KO. Last fight, and this is a bit of a hyped up one. Namo Fazil versus Kayik Brito. Namo Fazil is a wild fighter. He's the favourite here and I don't agree with the lines. There's some hype around Fazil, but I don't think he's great. He's tough, yeah, but that's about it. He presses, has good cardio, and throws everything behind his punches, always looking for the knockout. This has led him to be getting dropped multiple times on multiple occasions in his fights. Always getting caught by straight punches when he's throwing his big looping overhands. Brito is a good striker, has a fast 1-2 down the pipe and is a BJJ black belt. He has a knockout win in the first round against Robert Bridgechek. You know, that new UFC guy that took that beating from Cam Roustin. Couldn't finish him. Went decision in his last fight. I mean, he's not the greatest, but he showed toughness and Brito knocked him out in the first round in just over a minute with a jab. So Brito definitely has power. He's fast, he keeps his head always off the centre line. Good footwork. He was on Contender Series 3 years ago on Season 7 where he lost by decision to Oban Elliott. It was a very close fight though. He was hurting Oban with the leg kicks and dropped him in the second round. He had him dead to rights, but he gassed himself out trying to finish him and lost the third because he was exhausted. He went back on the regional scene, got a few stoppages. His last fight he was in a 5-rounder where he got the knockout in the third round by spinning back fist, which he usually throws about 4 or 5 times every fight, which is a bit of a worry. If Fazil times that with a big overhand, I mean, Brito's wide open. But I'm going to go with Brito here. I think Fazil's overhyped because he's just a loudmouth. There's no technical skills that are blowing me away watching tape on him. He just eats too much damage for my liking. You're basically just crossing your fingers and hoping he lands a big overhand in a wild exchange. I mean, that's not a good game plan. So give me Brito to get the knockout round 2 or 3.